Welcome back to Farm and Culture. This is Claudia, and today we're filming in my bestie's kitchen over here in Newport. Huge upgrade. Thank you, Joanne. I love what you've done with the place. Anyway, just to get right down to it, we are going to be making beet deviled eggs today. This is another menu item that we had at my shop at Farm and Culture, and it's super simple to make, and it's one of these recipes that I get requests for all the time. So we're gonna be making beet deviled eggs, and the first ingredient is beet pickled eggs. I made these pickled eggs myself with beets, hence the name. And they are different from other pickled eggs because they're not spicy, so this is like the non-spicy version of pickled eggs that I always had at the shop, and they make great deviled eggs. So we're gonna go ahead and remove some of the beets. I'll have this recipe posted on the website if you want to go ahead and download it and make it yourself. Or if you have some beet pickled eggs available at your local market or farmer's market, those will work too. The color is amazing. This is one of the best things about beet pickled eggs is how beautiful they are. So you basically just take the egg and cut it in half, just like you would any sort of deviled egg. The yolk is still pretty yellow. And then you just want to pop out the yolk into a bowl. I use a little tiny spoon just to make it a little easier. It doesn't need to be perfect. My cooking is that way. I just kind of rustic and a little lazy, but tastes delicious. That's the thing that matters the most, is the flavor. So we scoop out the yolk. And the reason why I like making deviled eggs with pickled eggs is because the egg is so nice and firm. It's way easier to work with. I'm actually gonna make 2 because I think it's always a little bit easier to make a bigger batch. It's like if you're gonna make 1, you may as well make 10. This one's down there. Got it. Okay. These are definitely a great menu item to have at your home for any party or just for your family. They're so beautiful that people are always impressed by the color. Okay, so we got that all scooped out. And then the only other ingredient that we use is creamed garlic. So this is another ingredient that you can make yourself if you're feeling super ambitious. I buy this at my local shop, my local grocery store. Basically all it is raw garlic, a little bit of citrus, and I think they use sunflower oil to cream it up. It's like a Persian recipe, something that's very common in Persian cuisine. So it's easy to find, especially if you go to like a Mediterranean market or something like that. So you just want to kind of whip that, add as much of the garlic spread as you would like so that you get the consistency that you like. A little bit more. And it's nice because it's non-dairy. So that's the different take versus using mayonnaise or something a little heavier like that. And a ton of flavor. I mean, mayonnaise is kind of like you sort of need to add the flavor. This has so much flavor, there's barely anything else you need to do. Okay, so once that's done, if you're super fancy about making deviled eggs, you can definitely pipe this filling and make it perfect. I like to go a little rustic. I kind of hide all the imperfections with the garnishing. So you just want to fill this. Beautiful. It looks good already. And a couple little scoops. So these pickled eggs have beets in them, which we're going to slice up and use to garnish. And we're going to add a couple of other things just to make it look even more colorful. I usually like to garnish with whatever is available. So my friend Joanne has an orange tree, so we're going to use some of those oranges in a minute. Okay, so I grabbed a couple slices of the beets from the egg jar. We're just going to make little thin slices and set them in the eggs. Gorgeous. Okay, there we go. I like to salt them with a little bit of black salt. I think it always looks the best for presentation. And it's nice to get the charcoal in there. That's always good for your body too. And the last thing we're gonna do to garnish is we're going to zest an orange. This color will work out perfectly. So I'm just gonna zest some on the board. Easy, easy, easy. And just put a little on each one. So this is a nice version that's like not spicy. There's clove in this recipe and beets, so it's just a totally different flavor. And that's it. Voila. So anyway, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the newsletter so you can download all the recipes. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and social media, and send me your comments, like us. I want to hear what you guys are doing, see what you think. I would love to hear your feedback and share this journey with you. Thanks.